Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first mod on my Audi S5, and it's going to incorporate a cold air intake and a bit of maintenance. This is going to be good, stay tuned. So welcome to my channel, and it's mainly based on cars and doing little mods on cars that I'm trying to encourage you guys to do these things in your own garage at home. So that's why I'm in my garage here. Got the Mustang sat here now. If you watched my previous video on installing the Steeder jacking rails, and if you didn't, I'll put a link up there in the top right hand corner. Go watch that. You probably remember that I had some problem with the rails not actually lining up. Now I've got a little bit of feedback from social media on that, from people saying if it was me I would have sent the rails back. Why did you modify them? Why didn't you just contact Steeder? And I thought, yeah, that's a good thing. So what I did, I contacted Steeder and they were absolutely brilliant. So they're very, very, very helpful. And they asked me if I could take the actual rail off, re-measure all the actual holes that were drilled and send them the measurements. So I did that, and they've come back to me now and said, yes, there looks like there has been a manufacturing fault. And what they've done, they've given me some big discount on some other parts that I'm going to get, some more mods for the Mustang, which I wasn't going to do, but because Steeder offered me these at such a fantastic price because of the issue, then yeah, I'm going to do that mod to the car. Keep watching the channel, you'll see what that mod is in a future video. But yeah, Steeder, absolutely brilliant. They know what the problem is now, so they're probably going to get these fixed. So if you've got a facelift S550, then you shouldn't have a problem with the new jacking rails. They should fit correctly because they now know what the issue was. Anyway, back to this video. So this video is going to be on my Audi S5. You probably saw me reveal that in a one or two videos ago. Can't remember how long it was ago. Weeks just fly by. So yeah, I've revealed the S5. So now we're going to start doing some mods. And you know, I'm still doing mods on the Mustang, but I'm also doing on the S5. You've probably noticed I've got the Beetle build going on as well. That's doing a Beetle pickup. If you hadn't seen that video, that's quite interesting. It's more of a kit car, but it is quite interesting. If you're into cars, then it's us messing around with cars as usual. If you haven't seen that, I'll stick a link up there. Go watch that Beetle pickup conversion. That is a very interesting video. So now, to start this video, what we need to do is get this car out of here and get the Audi in here. Let's do that. Alright, so now the car's in the garage, so what are we doing today? Well, what we are doing, ladies and gents, is when I got this car, it come with a lot of paperwork and a lot of information on all the services. And I checked back through the services, it was 2016 and it's 2021 now since the spark plugs were actually changed. So that's 5 years. Now, this car's 93,000 miles, so it's getting up to that 100k, that magic mark. So I thought I'd get a set of spark plugs, and also I've got a set of coil packs as well, because you're supposed to change these around the 100,000 mark. So I thought I might as well get these, and then we know that the car has had all these, which are serviceable parts and they could go at any time, so we might as well replace them. Also, what I did manage to get hold of was a really good condition second-hand Revo Cold Air intake for this car. So I thought, well, why not? Because that's going to give you a little bit better performance and also should give you a lovely noise of that supercharger sucking in. So that'll be interesting when we've got that on. We'll get to hear what that looks like. So without further ado, let's get on that bonnet and get this lot installed. So the first job is to get the air intake removed. So with the old airbox out of the way, that now means we can now get to the coil packs and obviously the spark plugs on this side. So let's get these changed. So I've now extracted the 3 coil packs by just using a screwdriver on the back of them and just leveraging them up a little bit, and then they just pop out. I now looked inside where the plugs are, and it's all dry, there's no oil, which is a good sign. You don't want any oil down there, otherwise there's something, one of your gaskets has gone underneath and you're going to need to change that. So next, let's get the plugs out. So here's the old plugs against the new. So yeah, I mean, they're pretty black and they look a bit worn as well to me, so the new ones are going to look, well, they're going to work a lot better. Now if you're planning ever to do anything on cars, you're going to need a torque wrench. So this is probably one of the tools you will have to buy, so you might as well go buy one if you're going to wrench on your car. So these spark plugs, now I've hand tightened them, but what they actually need to be tightened to is 35 Newton meters, or that's about 26 foot-pounds. So let's go tighten these up. Perfect. So next thing is now we're going to put the new coil packs in, but we need to get them lined up with the actual connector. So let's put them in and line them up before we push them all the way in. Let me show you. Now then, you know they're seated correctly when these screw holes line up and the plastic is on to the actual block. So now we place those 2 screws and put these connectors back. So that's the easy side now done, so let's move on to the other side, and you'll see what I mean when we get there about it not being the easy side. So unfortunately on this side you've got the coolant bottle on here, so this gets in the way of being able to get these coil packs out. So what we need to do is loosen the coolant bottle. There's just 2 nuts here, but there's also a sensor plugged in underneath that you're going to need to just unplug. Then we should be able to get some movement because the pipe comes this way, so we should be able to move it back and forward to work our way around the coil packs. Not ideal, but as I say, you've got a little bit of movement now, so you can move this and be able to get to the rear coil pack and be able to get those out. So that's the plugs and coil packs now changed, which is quite a simple job to be honest. Only a couple of tools you need to do that, so definitely have a go at that yourself guys. And the next job is to get this cold air intake into this hole here. So let's do that. So for your information, these cars come with this extra little pipe which is attached to the bottom of the airbox, and what you should get in your kit is something like this, which is basically a filter on it, and it just ends up capping this pipe off like so. There we go. big test time. Will it start, or have I messed something up and forgotten something? Let's give it a go. Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh, I love that cold air intake sound. Whoo-wee. What an awesome sound from that cold air intake. I like it. So now that all seems to be good, let's get it out and take it for a test drive, which means rearranging the cars again. So let's do that. Okay then, here we go. Let's take it for a little blast around the block and just see what she goes like and sounds like. That nice cold air intake. Still drives nice and smooth, so that's good. So I've obviously haven't broken anything. Whoa, that whine! I love that whine. Look at that supercharger whine. Now we can hear it. Hey! That's exactly what I wanted. Not sure if you guys can hear it, but let me shut up. Are you ready? Listen. Whoa! That is fantastic. You couldn't hear that at all with the other airbox on. That is amazing. Love it. So here we go. Whoa! Oh, I'm gonna love driving this. This sounds awesome. Way different in sound than it was with a standard airbox. Definitely got to open up your air intake on a car like this with a supercharger. Woohoo! So there we have it. So that was my first mod on my Audi S5 with lots more to come. The next time you'll see this, we're going to be taking it down for a dyno run and a stage 1 tune, which apparently gives you about 100 extra brake horsepower. Can't believe it, and I'm so looking forward to that. And if you are, then stay tuned to this channel because that's coming up very soon. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me the thumbs up if you like this particular video. Till the next time, stay safe.